Good afternoon, grade 2. Welcome to Writer's Workshop. Right now, we've been working on a personal narrative, and this is my personal narrative notebook because I'm also writing my own story, and we'll go through the process with you. Before we start today's lesson, I just want to review with you to make sure we're all in the same understanding about what is a personal narrative. Remember that you are the main character in this true story. So personal narrative stories are true stories that have really happened in our life. For instance, I came up with some ideas about the day I met my best friend Shannon could be a story, or a family trip to Bali, or the time I fell down and broke my tooth. Those would all be examples of personal narrative. To come up with ideas for personal narrative, we did two different things. One, we brainstormed memories that we have with a special person, and I brainstormed memories with my sister Lori when we went to Disneyland together, when she chaperoned my French trip. We went on a trip to Jakarta together, and one time I even put lemon juice in her mouth when she was sleeping. Another way to come up with great ideas for personal narrative is to think about when we have a strong emotion, times when we felt nervous, sad, angry, scared, or happy. And I brainstormed all of those times in my life. For instance, I was nervous when I participated in a speech competition. I was sad the time when my dog ran away. I felt angry when there were classmates making fun of my friend. I was really scared the time when Zacharias was lost at the beach in Bali, and I was so happy the day that my husband asked me to marry him. Those are all memories that I have of strong emotions. They would all make great personal narrative stories. After we brainstormed memories with a special person in our life, or the times when we've had strong emotions, we chose one of those ideas. I chose my trip to Bali. That would be the big watermelon. Then, if I were just to take a small slice of that trip to Bali, well, that's the time when we went to Seminyak Beach when we were in Bali to visit my friends. Now, if I were to take that slice and just pull out a tiny part of that trip to Seminyak Beach, then it was the very moment that I realized that Zach was lost on the crowded beach. That would be an example of a seed story, and that is what I'm going to choose to write about. So last Friday, we learned how to write a lead that hooks our readers. We can start our story in a way that will make our reader very interested in our story. We can start it with a sound, a question, an action, or a dialogue. And this is what I did for my story. For sound, I wrote, crash, splash. The sounds of the ocean roared in my ears as I looked in every direction for my missing son. Or I could start it like this. What if you looked around and saw 1,000 faces, but the face you needed to see wasn't anywhere to be found? Or I could start my story with an action. My heart began thumping. My eyes looked through the crowds. My legs began running in any direction. Nothing mattered except finding my son. Or the last way I could start my story is with dialogue. What do you mean he's gone? I thought he was with you, Dodon said. Slowly, the words sank, and my heart began to panic. And that brings us to today. All of you should have written a rough draft in your notebook, which I have also done. I asked you to skip lines because today we're going to start revising. Revising means where we actually change our story to make it better and more exciting. So this is what I had written in my book, and again, I skipped lines. I had originally written, "Our family loves holidays. That's why we decided to go to Bali and spend time swimming in the ocean. One day our friends met us at Seminyak Beach." When I went back and reread my story, I thought, that's not exciting. Nobody's going to want to read my story. I need to put in something more exciting. One of those hooks that we brainstormed last Friday. So that's what I'm going to do. Now that I have my special digital pen, I'm just going to cross out those first couple lines because I think I can make my story more interesting and write a lead that hooks. So let me go back to the hooks or the leads that I brainstormed on Friday. If I were in the classroom, I would ask you all to vote for which one that you like best. My sound hook, my question hook, my action, or my dialogue. But since you're not here, I'm just going to choose my question. What if you looked around and saw 1,000 faces, but the face you needed to see wasn't anywhere to be found? I think that would be so interesting. Now you can see that I have crossed out my original opening, and instead I'm making my story better. I took my pen and I said, what if you looked around and saw 1,000 faces, but the face you wanted to see, needed to see, was nowhere to be found? Isn't that more interesting? Won't the reader want to know why I'm looking around trying to find somebody? Who am I looking for? Will I find them? There's so much excitement. So today, you're going to have time to do that to your story too. Today for Writer's Workshop, I want you to look through your story. Reread the opening of your story and think, is there one of the hooks, the leads that would make my story more interesting? I want you to go back to your personal graphic organizer, look at what you brainstormed, and choose your favorite one. Then cross out the opening that you already have and write the one that is really interesting that would make your story better, just like what Miss Andrea did. Now, if there's any part of the writing workshop that you don't have done yet, any of the graphic organizers, could you go back and complete your work? If you're done with everything, you filled out every one of the graphic organizers, you've written the rough draft of your personal narrative, and you have revised the opening sentences to make a more interesting lead to your story, that means you have extra time. So you can take out your creative writing journal and just write any story that you want, but it needs to be a personal narrative. Try to continue to practice writing about a true story that has happened in your life, but it can be a different story. This is just for fun. It's not our masterpiece, okay? The one that we're working on right now that we're revising is one of our masterpiece stories where we're going through the writing process together. However, that's not the only thing that we need to write during Writer's Workshop. If you are ever done with what I've asked you to do for that day for your masterpiece, then you can have time to just write, practicing that genre, personal narrative, in your creative writing journal. Thank you, grade 2, and I look forward to seeing the leads of your story. Bye.